Gentlemen, what is up, and welcome to a Saturday arena and chill session with a live Q&A. I've totally forgot to tweet out that we're live, so I'm just going to quickly get that up now while the notifications go out. So yeah, we're just going to be grinding a little bit of arena today, doing a big question and answer session. So yeah, hopefully it should be a pretty relaxed stream, and we can talk about all of the fun stuff. Like, there is a lot of Blade hype at the moment. I got another video from my boy Joel yesterday, kind of showcasing the regeneration. So yeah, I am like so excited to kind of get Blade. I think, like, a week and a bit they're going to be sent out for the content creators program, just temporarily. So yeah, we're going to be doing quite a bit of testing there. But one of the things I found out yesterday as well is that Magic now has the tag of Dimensional Being, which means Blade has this ability where he gains like 80% an 80% increase on his base attack, so almost double attack, and a 40% ability accuracy reduction against dimensional beings, and Magic's one of them. So like, Blade is going to be like the ultimate Magic killer. So I'm so friggin' hyped, man. I'm 110% aboard all the fucking Blade hype train at the moment. So yeah. But massive shout out. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on chat today. We've got Kaleidan, PJO, the Hero Experts, Wargal, Nicholas, Shavam, Aiden, Ivan, the Pro Ethan, and we have some of the Whale Squad. We've got Back Zoominator in the chat. Who else? Just, crazy people turning out today, man. So many people. Thank you for dropping by the live stream today. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, let's get this grind started. It's gonna hopefully be a fun one today. You got your Rocket Raccoon to max rank 4. Congratulations there, the Destroyer. Is that as a 5-star or just a 4-star one? Damn, you got a 5-star. I would actually, if you got your Rocket Raccoon Awakened, I'd love to see some 5-star Rocket Raccoon gameplay. Like, if you could do if you're good enough to get like a full Red Hulk kill, like, that would be amazing. I don't think there's one of them out there at the moment. You know, Rocket Raccoon versus Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk. I know for certain, like, I'd love to see that. So yeah, I'd actually be quite happy to, if you have like iOS screen recorder, if you send that my way, I'd be quite happy to like feature that on the channel, you know, if you're willing to record that. But that sounds pretty cool. What's up, see my boy? Hey, what is up, Dale, Aiden? Pleasure to see you. Hope you're doing well. How good? Atromix is friggin' stacked, man. Because it was really weird. Because he just, you know, started like ripping his shirt off in the middle of Comic-Con when I came up to him doing his video. Like, a lot of people walking past, you can see in the background, a lot of people were under the impression that Atromix is actually a professional wrestler. So yeah, that was a bit odd. Hey, what is up, Timothy Rosa? Hope you're doing well. See, why did I choose the Egomaniac Crystal? I mean, I didn't choose that. That was, what was it? HQ Sean, the first guy to complete Labyrinth of Legends? He's like on the anniversary of the first person to complete Labyrinth and Realm of Legends. It's like every year a HQ Sean and Brutal DLX Crystal. But, oh, man, I feel like they need like the anniversary of 12.0 where Seaton gets to send out a crystal. Maybe he gets to send out like a Spider-Gwen crystal, man. Or just some sort of like you know, whatever is the freshest meme. Every year I get to pick a crystal and send that out. You know, I'd certainly appreciate that for sure. Who's your first 5-star? My first 5-star was Magic, but this is back before Magic got buffed last summer. So yeah, she really sucked back then. She's like, there are only 12 champions in the 5-star crystal when I first opened mine. And yeah, Magic and Rhino were the worst. And then they got both of those characters got buffed to be fairly decent. Well, Magic's super good, and Rhino for a time was a really good defender. And then yeah, people learned how to play around him quite well. But it's one of the things, like, in comparison to like this time last year, like, the average player is playing so much better than they were. Like, I was an absolute friggin' scrub this time last year. Could barely, this time last year, I wasn't even doing like 5 combos with mediums on the end. Like, I couldn't do it. It was too difficult. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. MCOC. I was out for drinks yesterday, and I was showing. So I was out with my lady and some of her friends, and I was telling some of the lads that I met about Marvel Contest of Champions because nobody had ever heard of the game. So I brought it up and I was playing a little bit, and they were all like, "Oh, this game looks so easy." And I was like, "Are you sure about that? Okay, I'm gonna give you a very quick tutorial on how to play." And then I handed them the phone, and they just both got fucked up so badly. They were like, "Damn, it's actually a lot harder than it looks." And I was like, "Damn right it is." Like, that's the biggest challenge of the game. It gets you hooked in. Looks super simple. Like, anybody can do it. And then yeah, like, it turns out there's an incredible amount of depth to the game. Why does Rocket do 50k 1 second ability? Oh, nice, man. Nice. Dude, Destroyer, I'm not going to believe it till I see it, man. You gotta get that Rocket Raccoon gameplay up. See, am I waiting on 1 million subscribers? I'm not really waiting on anything. I'm incredibly overwhelmed by the amount of subscribers I have at the moment. Like, I'm very blissfully happy with that. Like, 100k, I'm just gonna be sorted as long as I'm making, like, stuff that I enjoy, and I enjoy the day-to-day grind, which I already do in Marvel Contest of Champions, apart from when they, like, fuck up and everybody's in a frenzy, including myself. But, I don't know, like, I hope, you know, the impression that I got from New York Comic Con is they're very aware of a lot of the mistakes that they've made this year, but they want to try better, you know? That it's Marvel Contest of Champions, they're in it for the long haul. They now have, like, a development plan till 2025. So yeah, hopefully it means we're going to be seeing some better stuff out of Kabam in terms of their willingness to, you know, like, appease the community and have, like, super good customer service standards. So yeah, I don't know, I'm interested. Again, like, they can talk all they want, but it's action that we need to see, ladies and gentlemen. And I think yesterday, I've only been in for a few hours, so I'm not fully up to date on all the info, but I did see, I think on the forums, that they're sorting out I actually don't remember the compensation package, but it's some sort of compensation package for everyone affected by the AQ kind of demotion in terms of the rank rewards and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty good. Good place to start if they can continue kind of identifying the issues, fixing them quickly, and you know, sufficiently compensating. That's kind of what we need. What we ideally need is no issues at all. I mean, that'd be a fantastic world to live in. But you know, if there are going to be issues, fix them immediately, and then patch up the holes in terms of what anybody has lost. Have any tips on fighting Maestro? Yeah, I got some tips on fighting Maestro. You just gotta, you've either got to try and evade the special one. So the big part about the special one is that you need to evade, like, the final chest blast. And if you want to be super good at evading that, you need to look at the hands of Maestro. So it's like one blast, and then it's a little bit of a delay and a big chest blast. And the big chest blast, you can block the first two, but the chest blast, you have to make sure you evade that, or else you're gonna die from the degem. But if you want a bit of a scrub tactic, try to use, like, any power control champion or stun champion. And, oh man, that Deadpool was just not opening up for any parries. But yeah, use any, like, stun champion and play so that you time it, so you're stunning them with, like, an ability like Hulk Special 1 or Storm Special 1, just as he gets above 1 bar of power. So that, yeah, you can reliably, like, get to the Special 2 and just bait that. So we'll have to see. What's that? A Comic-Con did the topic of alliance swapping to lower tiers so that people get easy matches come up. It came up, somebody brought it up, I'm pretty sure, because they are looking, we briefly discussed matchmaking, and this isn't something that I was hugely familiar with, if I'm honest. Because I actually discussed it with somebody, and I was like, okay, well, it seems like an alright thing to do, but doesn't doing that, like, really gimp your Alliance Quest rewards? And aren't the Alliance Quest rewards at the moment considerably more valuable in comparison to the rewards, you know, that you get from winning an Alliance War? So yeah, I really didn't get the overarching benefit of the whole, like, Alliance swapping thing. It just seems to gimp you in AQ quite a bit. So yeah, I was a little bit confused as to what that is, and I still don't fully understand it. But in terms of matchmaking, Yeah, I was talking to the design director, and they're working currently. They've got it into their schedule for like a really big overhaul of the matchmaking system when it comes to stuff like Alliance War. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. Am I gonna go for a Blade as a 5-star? At this point, there is a 99% chance that I will go for Blade as a 5-star. I am so hyped for Blade right now, for sure. So yeah. How could I sell my first 5-star Rhino? You don't want to sell any champion, man. Bad idea to sell any champion ever. Like, Rhino, definitely, like, he's got use, man. He's a fairly alright defender. So yeah, man, just never sell any champ. If you sell champions, like, you just fucking yourself. Because when you dupe that champion, you're going to get a lot more rewards than you would if you would have sold it. Plus, like, the more champions you have, especially 5-stars, the more points you can get in Arena. Like, 5-stars reward a ridiculous amount of points. So yeah, just try and hold in that baby rage and just keep it on you. Hey, what is up, Steven Anderson? Dude, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Oh, I know. It feels like since I've got back, I've been doing so many videos. I think most working days we've gone out 3 to 4 videos and maybe a live stream. But I want to do a lot more live streaming because there is an insane amount of arena that I need to grind. Like, I have a really, really big problem with gold on this account at the moment, and it's gonna get really, really bad unless I just sit down and like grind arena till I hate my life. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment, because I've been a little bit slack on some of the arena grinds with C, and I haven't been often going to the you know, like the what is it, 11 to 25% milestone. So yeah. Which 5-star feature should I go for? I'll be doing a bit more of an in-depth video on this just before Blade is released. But yes, I would say for the majority of people, it's either Blade, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, or wait till December. But I'll be doing an in-depth video kind of breaking that down, because this is a question that I'm just being bombarded with at the moment, is like, who should I go for? So I want to do a video kind of weighing up all the pros and cons of the characters and which one should be best to go for. Is Winter Soldier an amazing tier? I believe I believe I've got him in my amazing tier at the moment. He's got some really nice damage output now, and the power drain, it's not a very reliable power drain, but it's a very, very nice to have for the character for sure. So yeah, anyway, let's get your boy Steven Anderson up there as the blubberiest whale of the day, guys. Can we have some whales in chat to pay a little bit of respect to your boy Steven Anderson, supporting the young man making Marvel Contest of Champions videos in his parents' garden. What a guy, what a guy. Right, let's get him up. And also, Backzoominator, thank you very much for the Seaton Buster super chat there, my friend. Massive shout out, Backzoominator. Dude, you are a massive supporter of the channel, man. Tell you, anytime I start a live stream, within like the first page of like, yo, what's up, Cian? Your name is always there, man. You are crazy on it with the notifications, man. It's a massive shout out for all of the support, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Tips how to get champions really fast. Depends what champions you want to get. I mean, the tips to get champions really fast is grind all of the arenas and do absolutely everything you can. That's pretty much it, man. Pretty much it. But we have guides on the channel for, like, if you look under the guides playlist, like how to farm 4-star characters, how to farm 5-star characters. So yeah, I assume those are the when you say how to get champions fast, those are the characters that you are essentially looking for. But yeah, there's so many premiums that you can get from Arena, so you just need to kind of make sure that you're getting in all of the arenas, doing as many milestones you can, so all that kind of stuff. Who do you think is better, Defender as a 5-star, Rhino or Black Panther Civil War? I'd say Black Panther Civil War in the majority of scenarios. But I don't know. There are, you know, Rhino has his merits in some matchups. I wanted to say that your videos where you review deals are awesome. Please, please tell me that at Comic-Con you told Cauban the formula to make better unit crystal deals. I was trying to find out, like, who is the person who, like, makes all of the offers, but I didn't get around to chatting to them in the end. Like, I believe they were there only the first day. So yeah, I think one of the things that they mentioned that a lot of, like, when videos come out from like top tier content, you know, some of the biggest content creators, or like really, really high quality videos that just kind of appear out of the community, If they think something is relevant and, you know, contains information and community perspective, like that is then forwarded on to the person in that department. Like a lot of all my tier list videos and like in-depth champion reviews, they get forwarded onto like the class team to kind of watch and kind of gain that perspective on how people are reacting to the characters. And same with, you know, all the other like top content creators and stuff, and videos that have like a lot of hype gravitated towards them. But yeah, it's interesting to know. So I believe the offer videos get passed along, so the people doing the offers can have like a good idea of how the community like is what is it, like justifying and breaking down offers and kind of the internal mechanics behind that. But also they have the sales figures as well, which I imagine for those big old blubbery whale milking offers are just ridiculous sometimes, for sure. You want Joe Fixer? Well, you're very much on your own there, for sure. Hey, it's all good, Mort. Hey, what is up, Mark? Dude, it feels like it's been time, man, since I've seen you on the live stream. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So good. I'm glad you've been enjoying some of the videos. What is up, ASB Gaming? Hey, C, and I really enjoyed all the New York Comic Con content. Been slacking on the uploads myself, but since I got a Morningstar 5-star, I know what my next video will be. Dude, huge congratulations on getting the 5-star Morningstar. I'm finding that, like, I've read quite a lot of post about Morningstar, and I watched like Brian Grant's video, and she's such a Marmite champion, and I use that term. Marmite is a very British term to describe something that people either love or hate. So yeah, some people like really like the idea of a champion kind of ramping up in power over some fights, and some people really like, you know, just hate the idea of having a champion that's not very good until you get 5 fights. And I can definitely see both perspectives on it, for sure. But I think Morningstar is, like, good enough. Like, she's definitely, like, well above average at 5 souls, that it kind of makes the ramp up worth it. But, personally, for stuff like Alliance Quest, I'd much rather bring, like, a Ghost Rider, a champion that can be incredibly effective immediately. Damn, I need to get grinding and talking at the same time, because that's one of the things, man, that I'm not very... I go off on these tangents, and I just forget to play for, like, a couple of minutes, man. So Mephisto, I want to do a bit of an in-depth review on Mephisto. It's definitely on my list, but I've placed him in my demigod tier just because he's such a unique character in terms of the amount of utility that he has and what he brings to the table. The very, very valuable champion. But I think I quite like Mephisto as a champion that you play because he sacrificed quite a bit of his damage for just this insane arsenal of utility. And I think champions like that definitely have a good place in the game. But the thing that I don't like about Mephisto is how the champion works as a defender. Like, I'm really, really not a fan of that. And I think I'm probably going to do a big video. You know, I mentioned all of the points that I have with Mephisto being a bit of an ass-tier defender. Well, not an ass-tier defender, just like a bit of a BS fiesta and not super fun. To the devs directly in New York Comic Con. But I kind of want to drum that up a little bit more when the 6-star challenge comes. I'll be talking quite a lot about Mephisto because I assume there is a chance that it could be an unawakened Mephisto, and if it's an unawakened Mephisto, that'd be amazing. But I know for the 6-star challenge, it's almost certainly going to be an awakened Mephisto, and it's going to be the biggest shit fiesta that we've ever encountered, or one of the biggest ones in terms of like really annoying challenge bosses. But I guess the thing is, with the 6-star challenge, it's only 1 lane, 6 bosses. Like, 5 of them look really, really easy to deal with. Well, I don't want to undersell that too much. Like, Green Goblin might be a little bit of a pain. But certainly, like, Ghost Rider and Crossbones. Like, it's just a case of if you can get into a good rhythm and bait the special one. And, what was it? You need to bring a Bleed Immune champion as well for 2 of the fights. So, yeah. I really hope the Alliance War isn't on the first day of the challenge, because that's going to be super bad, because then I'm going to face roll that. If I have my Iceman, I can face roll this challenge, but if not, then I'll have to use like Ultron and Ghost Rider, and it might be a little bit more. We can still do it on day 1, probably still within like half an hour, maybe even less than that, but I'm not too sure. It's only 6 enemies, right? How hard can it be? Touch wood. I'm going to get wrecked now, man. I'm going to get absolutely destroyed for sure. Hey, what is up, Christopher? Hope you're doing well. Ah, you got a 4-star Morningstar. Congratulations there, Ryan. Pulled a 4-star Archangel from a premium Cody. Grats, my boy. That's one hell of a pull from a premium Hero Crystal. So yeah, huge props to you, my friend. Just need to get that Archangel awakened, man. Get him up, straight up to rank 4, even unawakened, for sure. I'm off on a tangent. I'm always off on a friggin' tangent, man. Just need to sit down, grind a little bit more. I don't really know, yeah, much about that, Raz. But best of luck, man. Best of luck. Hey, Cian, who's the champion missing at the basic hero list in Arena? They had like a week where they just forgot to intro. Well, I think they like delayed a new champion release or something. When was it? What characters was it between? Yeah, I think they maybe delayed it a week to like maybe have a little bit more time to do Stark and Aunt Spider-Man, because I think that's a character they really wanted to nail. But to be honest, Stark and Aunt Spider-Man, definitely one of the best champions to have been released this year. Like they like absolutely hammered that character down. Like so much fun to play. The animations are great. Like he's got such a unique design as well in terms of like, you know, what is it, taunting and building up like crazy damage and crazy crit chance via the evades. So for sure. Might we be able to use Lost Souls on the upcoming boss quest? I certainly hope so, man. That'd be insane if we could. But we're gonna have to see. Hey, what's up, Foopid? Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you in the stream. El Trocadero. Is that how I pronounce it, my friend? Hope you're doing well, man. Got a 4-star Ultron for a premium. Damn, getting these demigod tier or god tier champions for premiums for days. I still have yet to pull a 4-star on Whale Milker. Right, let's try and get back in the zone, man. Need to get better at chatting rubbish while I'm playing. I want to do some like Arena and Chill streams where we invite like Vex and Legacy and just like other YouTubers to like come chill on Skype as well and discuss stuff. But I don't know. I'm pretty interested in like doing a something like a bit of a like round. It would be nice to do like a roundtable YouTubers podcast where everyone just hangs out. So I want to maybe host that on my channel. Do that at some point. But I also want to go on the unofficial MCOC podcast, the one on Discord. I like that, man. I just feel like the more Marvel Contest of Champions chat, the better, like, at the end of the day. Like, I can talk about MCOC for days, man. Like, New York Comic Con was so fun, because I was just chatting, like, with just so many random people, like, in-depth tactics about MCOC, and people would come up to me with, like, really intricate questions and, like, show me their rosters. Damn, man, your boy was on point for sure. How to change your password? I think it's something on the Kabam website. So yeah, I'd probably go to like the official forums or something like that, and I think you can probably amend your password there. But again, I'm not too sure. Trocadero de Cucas. There we go, man. There we go. That's quite a mouthful there for sure. Is there any like nickname you got there? Can I just call you El Trocadero? Does that work? Does that work? Yeah, also, just as a heads up, I think, I'm pretty sure it's not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. So we're looking at Tuesday the 24th of October is when Stark and Aunt Spider-Man gets added to the premium hero crystals and 4-star hero crystals. So this is just a heads up pro tip. Keep in mind it's, you know, if you want an additional chance at a god tier champion, don't open any crystals for like another week and a bit. That's what I'm doing at the moment on Cian. I'm saving all my premiums, all my 4-stars for a super big opening to try and get like Stark and Aunt Spider-Man. So yeah, that is the plan at the moment. Just the heads up as well. And then we have Vulture coming after that. Not really that great. Nobody really wants a Vulture. I'm really upset. I'm gonna pester the absolute crap out of the class devs, man. I want them to like make Vulture like counter Mephisto, because Vulture is such a, on paper, if his incinerate absorption actually absorbed like a passive incinerate aura, he would be like the best Mephisto killer in the world, because he'd have so much power control via his Chitauri energy. Like, it would be friggin' sick, boys. And Vulture fucking sucks at the moment. He needs a use in game. So come on, man. Like, let's just change that, please. Hi, seeing Kabam completely messed up the arena system and Transformers. No more arena chips for winning fights or milestones. What? That sounds super weird. Again, I'm so off the ball on Transformers, and I haven't been playing for a very, very long time. So I can't, you know, weigh in or give you any perspective on that, I'm afraid. Like, anything that I say is just going to be completely uninformed. Please get the 5-star Blade. I certainly hope so, but simultaneously, like, I've been really, really lucky with my 5 stars in the past, so it's time for your boy to get absolutely shit on. And I'm glad, I'm sure, you know, that the channel's gonna, it's gonna be a Seat-anonymous 2K opening. 100% sure. Is this 4-star Morningstar grind? No, this is just a grind for kind of milestones at the moment. Like, I'm not fussed about, like, Morningstar, she's going to be a champion when she comes around to the premiums, or if she's, like, in the 5-star basic, I'll be, like, super, super happy about getting her, but she's not a champion that I kind of perceive as, like, hype enough that I want to, like, go all in for. So, yeah, I really like Morningstar, but I had my chance to kind of have a little bit of a play around with her very temporarily. Had a great time with the champion. We've done so many awesome videos. If you want to see some, like, Act 5 gameplay... And I think Morningstar really has a lot of strengths. But again, like, I'm so, it's just, like, it's Morningstar and then Blade. And Blade is just, he's the friggin' boy, man. He's so, so good. But Blade's biggest disadvantage is he is not going to be that great. He's not going to be gimped, but he's not going to be that great in matchups where you can't bleed the opponent. Because, like, a phenomenal amount of his damage output comes from bleeds if you really want to kind of ramp up. So, you know, he has a very similar thing to, like, Gwenpool and Archangel, where if you can't bleed, he's gonna kind of suck a little bit. But still, like, you know, he's still gonna have, like, his basic damage, still gonna have the regeneration, against, like, Dormammu as well, like, plus 80% base attack. So, I don't know, there's, you know, every I like that there are these ridiculously overpowered characters in certain scenarios, but also the simultaneously characters that, like, in other scenarios have a huge disadvantage. Basically, guys, with the new Blade meta, like, Luke Cage, #1 Alliance War Defender, confirmed. I can 100% confirm that piece of information right now. They should bring the Kabam marketing team next time to NYCC so you can trash them on their horrible ads. The marketing team were there. I didn't want to trash them, but we were talking about, I had a very brief chat about, like, A and B testing. And that wasn't with anybody of the marketing team. That was with, like, Gabe, and how they had, like, what was it, for these new ads, these like new set of ads, and I totally want to do a video like roasting the latest ad, because I feel like with a brand like Marvel Contest of Champions, I can kind of get like A and B marketing testing. So A and B marketing testing is where you put out, it's not really limited to like 2 options, but you'd put out like 10 different ads. So you'd run 10 different ads on social media, and then you would be able to monitor like the click-through rates and engagements and minutes watched to basically get an idea of what type of ads like different demographics and different types of people are responding with. But yeah, like, I don't know, man, the new MCOC ads, like, I don't really see a demographic where they would have a good click-through rate, just in complete, what is it? I don't know, they're so cringeworthy, man, they're so cringeworthy, and I feel like instead of ads like that, instead of, they're not super. If I saw, like, an ad like that, I would be like, okay, this is so bad that it damages the brand of Marvel Contest of Champions. It demeans it. It makes it look, like, really, really cringe, and I don't really know how to explain it in a bit more of a technical term, but essentially that's how I view those new ads, as not really great for the game, even if they do have, like, a slightly higher click-through rate than stuff like, you know, some super badass advert with all the special free animations, which I believe would be significantly more attention-grabbing and effective. But hey, what is up, Wally? Dude, it's good to see you today, man. So many familiar faces popping up. Also, your boy Ravi. Iceman or Archangel to rank 5. It depends what you need, man. There are arguments that made for both, but there's not necessarily a better option there. Begging for subs, Total Drama Fanboy. If you do that again, you'll be permanently banned from the channel. It's a complete dick move. I'm very desperate as well. People watch them to see how bad they are. Yeah, that's very true as well. Very true. I have watched those new ads just to have a good old cringe at them. But like the latest one, like the Spider-Man, there's like another Spider-Man one, and it's so bad, man. It's so bad. So yeah, I definitely want to do a video like heavily ripping the piss out of that for sure. Hey, what's up, Chris LaFleur? Dude, pleasure to see you in chat today as well. Am I going to make a Gwenpool and Blade Champion comparison video because of all their damage and bleed? That's something that I might do, but simultaneously, I would say that's an interesting one to do, because I think, like, people are going to be in this scenario, where they're thinking about, like, their first rank 5 champion that's a skill character, and I think it would be good to have a video out there that kind of talks about Gwenpool versus Blade, and what the two characters bring to the table and their pros and cons. I think overall, like, Blade is a better character to bring to, like, quests and stuff. But Gwenpool, I don't think there's not much doubt in my mind that Gwenpool has quite a bit more damage than Blade. Definitely, once you can get up to that special 3 and ramp up, like, easily. And I think in short bursty fights, like, definitely Gwenpool is the one to go for. What's that? Serious question. Since guys like yourself and Legacy and major content creators are in with Kabam, would you appear in one of those ads? Maybe showing off top-tier gameplay. I'm not too... I would have to, like, read the brief, you know, if they did want to get us in for, like, an advert. I know there is interviews at New York Comic-Con with myself and Legacy about the event. So, to an extent, we are already... and also, I did this promotional thing, like, last year on the 2-year anniversary, where we talked about, like, what we liked about Marvel Contest of Champions. That was very, very long ago. But yeah, like, it depends on the brief and stuff, you know. I wouldn't say anything that I didn't believe at my core, you know? Because, like, Marvel, you know, I talk in the interview about, like, grilling the devs and stuff, and I think I give a very fair interview that isn't too much like, what is it, butt-licking Kabam at Comic-Con. So yeah, hopefully gonna make you boys proud when you see that one pop up. But yeah, like, if you see it pop up anywhere, just tweet it at me, man. I'm very interested to watch it. Or Seaton Gets Triggered Part 2. I think I'll probably call it, like, the best MCOC advert or some shit like that. And I want to do some goofing and gaffing on that. Seaton, you mentioned you were traveling to Texas. I had to... We decided to put that on hold just because of, you know, everything with the what was it, the hurricane, and I think it was the hurricane in Texas, right? Like, US has been crazy hit with just such a variety of, like, tropical storms, man. You guys have been bombarded. Again, not being a complete local resident to the US, I don't, you know, I don't have an extensive amount of knowledge about all this stuff. But yeah, I know, like, Texas was hit pretty hard around the time that I was, like, booking my trip to New York. So yeah, I'd really like to go out to Texas, man, because I'd love to hang out with a load of the subscribers out there and, like, Graphic Sync and the whole squad. But yeah, at some point in the future, maybe. But I don't have a set date. Would I hang upside down in an ad for a 6-star Blade? Dude, if the Blade was awakened, fuck yes, man. I wouldn't even hesitate. I'd be straight on the ceiling. Would I take a 5-star Spider-Man? As in, like, if I got a crystal, would I be happy with it? I'd be, if I could get him awakened, yeah. I mean, even like, if I pulled him, I'd be like, oh, that's alright if I could get him awakened. Simultaneously, the pulling defenders right now with the state of defender diversity is significantly less exciting. Because, you know, like, you know, if I pull a Spider-Man and get him awakened, then I'm never going to take him up to rank 4. And if somebody in my BG already has a rank 4 Spider-Man, I'm like, hey, I've just pulled something that I'm absolutely never going to use. So yeah, I like pulling, the more I think about it, the more I really hate the idea of defender diversity. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it at all. Because unless there are other modes in the game where defenders become relevant. Because I think for Alliance War, it sucks, man. It just sucks. That I'm like, oh, I've upgraded all of these champions, but now they're all completely fucking useless. They're just going to sit on the bench for a very, very long time. Yeah, for sure. Are parry and dexterity necessary for Act 4 Plus? 100%, man. 100%. I suggest, like, to all new players, get parry and dexterity immediately and, like, practice the skills while you're progressing through, like, Act 1 to 3. Because, you know, even if you're just playing the game, just doing the story quest, as long as you're not spending your units on crystals, you can have parry and dexterity within, like, the first day of playing the game quite easily. But if you're wasting the units that you get from the quest completion on premium hero crystals, which can easily be farmed for free in Arena, then yeah, you're just gonna, like, screw yourself over in the longer term, in terms of time that you have to, like, practice those skills before it gets to content where it's actually difficult. Hey, congratulations, Brandon. Dude, that Morningstar, she's gonna come in handy, man, for AQ. Like, I reckon Morningstar as well for this, like, 6-star challenge next week, gonna be a fantastic champion. Because when you get to Mephisto and you really need that, you know, what is it, friggin' regeneration and huge damage, she's gonna be coming through there. Also, there are 2 bleed immune fights, so yeah, I reckon she's gonna be awesome for that for sure. Alliance War diversity is ruining my ears. It's spreadsheet wars at the moment. But, you know, I had a chat with the lead designer, and he said, like, he's really not a fan of spreadsheet wars at the moment. He was referring to Alliance War as spreadsheet wars, which is very true. So they're looking at ways to change it at the moment, but I was trying to get specifics, because that's obviously what I want. It's what everybody wants, is we want to know, like, what's going to happen, what's the time frame. But yeah, like, I couldn't get any of that out of them. So yeah, it's tough, man. It's just tough. I just like Mordo. I really like Mordo as a champion that you play against in a lot of scenarios. Apart from scenarios in Mystic Dispersion, I think there's a lot of strategy when it comes to fighting Mordo. But Mordo as a champion you play, he's alright. I'm not the biggest fan. Like, he needs quite a bit more damage. But, hey, he's alright, man. He's well, there are a lot of, there's not really many scenarios where you'd, if you had, like, all of the Mystic champions at the same rank, where you would consciously play a Mordo over, like, other Mystic characters. What would I do with a 5-star Mephisto, bro? I put it on the defense, like, permanently. Or maybe, like, bring it out if there's a really stacked Iceman. But I wouldn't have gone for a 5-star Mephisto, for sure. How good is a 4-star Dr. Octopus Unawakened? He doesn't need to be awakened, for sure. Man, he's pretty good. Demigod tier. I really rate Doc Ock. A lot he can do in terms of, like, power control and heal blocking. So yeah, he's just like a champion with some awesome damage and very kind of essential basic utility that comes in handy quite a bit. Oh man, this AI is on the ball with dexterity today. Trying to weave in some hits here, boys. Okay, she didn't get me there. Let's fire off the special too. Oh, we didn't get lucky with the crits. Never lucky in this Clown Fiesta of a video game. But it's down, man. It's down. Spreadsheet wars, man. Yo, what is up, the real deal? Hope you're doing well today, man. Good to see you here. I got a 5-star Voodoo now at rank 235. Nice one, man. You just need to get him awakened. Oh, real deal, man. Thank you very much for the super chat as well. Dude, I'm having a great day so far. It's been very, very chill. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What am I doing late this evening? Gonna be hanging out with my lady, and we're just gonna be having a chill night, man. Getting some food in, watching some movies and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a really, really nice time. Green Goblin doesn't have to be awakened, but he gains quite a nice benefit from it. But Green Goblin, he's not really the best character out there. Spreadsheets all my time, yeah, for sure, man. Like, nobody, there's so much admin to, like, running an alliance and keeping, like, 29 players motivated and logging in every day and getting the donations in and hitting thresholds and making sure they move in Alliance Quest, Alliance War. Like, it's so much admin work, man. I gotta give a huge shout out to anyone in chat that runs an alliance at the moment, because I have so much respect for you, because fuck that shit. It's way too much time, way too much hassle. As somebody that used to manage a raiding guild in like a lot of MMORPGs like World of Warcraft and Rift, like, it is a massive pain in the ass. Coordinating people that are trying to play a game in their free time. Like, and you know, you get to this scenario where you have like there's always people that need nudging, man. Always people that need nudging. And I must admit, sometimes I'm a bit of a pain in the ass when it comes to like AQ and Alliance War, especially if I'm at stuff like Comic-Con or events. So yeah, man, it's difficult for sure. How long left for Boss Rush? It starts on Wednesday, bro. So yeah, Wednesday 6 o'clock. We're gonna be doing it live on the channel. If you want to see ya boy absolutely nailing down the Boss Rush challenge and coming at you with those pro tips straight off the bat, then yeah, we're gonna be doing that pretty soon. Hey, not too bad. Got a 5-star, 235 should I awaken for Dr. Voodoo, is that right, Sean? If you got Awakening Gem, man, yeah, you should. I'd definitely dive into that. Maybe wait till your next crystal just to see if you get lucky. But, hey. Oh, man, haven't had some good opportunities here. Man, mistakes have been made in this matchup. Right, hopefully that should have a nice amount of damage. And there we go, finished off. Oh, you damn well know it's Son, the real deal. You damn well know that. What's that? What do I do for a living? Is being good at games that lucrative these days? If so, I feel sorry for those that went down the right path. I wish I knew about parry and dexterity a few months ago. I don't really know what you mean by the right path there. But yeah, I mean, if you can be very good at video games and, you know, have a YouTube channel and dedicate an absurd amount of hours to making, editing, marketing videos, running social media channels, then yeah, like, you can make quite a nice living playing video games. But, you know, you need to dedicate your life to it. That's pretty much it. But, you know, if you dedicate your life to anything, you can make a living from it. While let's just say the majority of things. If you're very, very good at it, if you can excel your craft, if you know how to market yourself, and know how to, you know, get yourself out there, get people clicking on the videos and engaged in whatever you're doing. Yeah, man. We live in the biggest age of the free market out there, man. The internet. And if you know how to play the game of life, man, you can become a real winner. But, you know, if you want to go the real way and just get an office job, paying somebody else's mortgage and earning scraps of what you're making them, then, you know, that's a way to go for some people as well. Hey, what is up, Jeff Morgan? Hope you're doing well. Is Blade worth going for as a feature crystal if you could get the dupe? I'd say, are you referring to the 5-star? Because I'm definitely going to be going for the 5-star, man. Even if you couldn't get him awakened, I think he's going to be such a good character that you want to, like, go for him anyway. Because sometime in the next, like, 6 to 12 months, I think it's going to be very, very possible to get a, either a skill awakening or a generic. I think for 100%, like Act 5, there's going to be a 5-star generic awakening gem anyway. That's kind of my initial guess there. Because, you know, the Act 4 100% rewards, if you look at chapter by chapter, it's a little bit meh, but that 100% are friggin' insanity. Like, it's so, so good. And for the time in Marvel Contest of Champions, it was absolutely amazing if you could get those. So yeah, I feel like the Act 5 rewards, they're going to be something, like, pretty big to milk all those whales, man. Get everybody done. For sure. But yeah, I definitely go for Blade regardless. But I prefer Blade a little bit more to Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. You could argue that if you want a better unduped character, like, I'd probably, you know, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man is maybe the better option. Is he worth going for? He's definitely worth going for, but I think that the question is, for a lot of people, if you only have like 1 or 2 spins, who would you like more, Stark Enhanced Spider-Man or Blade? And there's like a big list of like pros and cons to both of the characters, which I will be talking about in a lot of detail in about a week's time, man, because it's a question I've been getting so much, and I imagine I'm just going to get and get and get. So yeah, once have a little bit more info on both of the characters, then yeah, man, I'll be doing a big breakdown video. Hey, what is up, Lord? Dude, thank you so much for the Spider-Gwen pop toy at Comic-Con, man. I really did appreciate that. Like, oh, I think I've still got her in my room, man. But dude, thank you. That's so nice of you. Just sort me out with Spider-Gwen IRL. See, it milks the system. Yeah, you gotta play the system, man. That's how you do it, for sure. Which would you say is more important, skill in the game or showcasing personality? Really depends how you want to drive your channel and business forward. Like, there are gamers that have, you know, there are really popular, if you look at communities like Overwatch or League of Legends, there are gamers that are really good at the game but don't really have much of a personality. There are gamers that are really shit at the game and have like bundles of personality, and it's just like a great time to watch them like cracking up and making jokes and hanging out with friends. So yeah, it really depends. Like there is a market for everything, but you've got to identify, like, you know, exactly like why people watch videos. Like, are they looking to get tips and learn stuff? Are they just looking to have fun? And then you've got to figure out how to market your content effectively to whatever audience you're trying to appeal to, which is a lot of, like, it's a lot of testing, man, a lot of A and B stuff. But on the channel, we have a nice split between kind of information-based content and complete shit posting and shits and giggles, man. I think it's a good balance for sure. Why your tier list does not include Beast and Hawkeye? I believe both of those characters are in the tier list. Hawkeye is under Demigod, and I believe Beast is under Amazing. So yeah, I'd have a look at again. Dan does. Yeah, I do need to do an updated Road to Labyrinth guide. It's something that I've been on about getting through for ages. I might try and do it on Whale Milker, and then yeah, have a guide for that, or I might do a live stream at some point. But I need to do 5.3 before I go back and do that. What's that? The office job part is what I meant by the right path according to society. Either way, in the short time I've been watching you, I've improved a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like an office job like that. That's you know, I've had an office job for quite a few years. Like ever since between the ages of 17 and 21, I've been working office jobs. 17 to 19, I was working for a charity, and that was like a really nice job. But then between 19 and 21, I worked for private business. I used to do all the digital marketing, and I used to make the company like so much money, and I'd only see, and it sucks when you're in a job like that and you're turning over like bare profit for the company, but you're only seeing a very small slice of the pie. And that's one of the things that really pushed me towards kind of the route that I've gone down of, like, you know, trying to make YouTube work and self-employment. Like, if YouTube didn't work, I would probably be starting my own digital marketing agency by now. But I'm aware that I could make more money having a digital marketing agency, but simultaneously, I get a lot more personal satisfaction from just sitting in my garden and playing video games all day and making videos on that and having like the most amazing community and just shit posting and making memes and all that stuff. So yeah, just give you a little bit of perspective. Right, let's rinse down this Wolverine. Man, your boy Archangel, he didn't even get going there and still annihilated that. Oh, thank you, Dylan. Do I play only mobile games? It's mainly Marvel Contest of Champions at the moment. I play like Mario and Zelda, and just occasionally, I'll pick up other games, but I won't really play them to the extent that I play Marvel Contest of Champions, just because it's incredibly time-consuming at the moment. And I really enjoy MCOC. Like, the game they definitely like mess up quite a bit, but at its core, it's a very interesting game. There is so much depth to it. And it just keeps me like incredibly intrigued. There are so many scenarios where I'll just be chilling and I'll think of like, oh, what? You know, what about like this character versus this character? And like every 2 weeks you got like new characters being added in. So yeah, I want to go back and do like more Champion of the Day videos and revisit older characters and talk about little pro tips and stuff. But yeah, I'm having a little bit of a think for sure. Am I grinding for the freestyle Morningstar? I'm not grinding either account. I got it on my main when I brought that Blade bundle, so I don't need the freestyle Morningstar. So yeah, I'm just grinding for the basic milestones to get as many shards as possible on Seaton at the moment, for sure. What's that? Oh, yeah, as well, Liam. It was so bad, man. Mistakes are crazy made there. Just playing like ass that night. Definitely rage quit that one for sure. Living the best life there, my man. Yeah, that's what you got. You got to try and strive toward at the end of the day. Just something that, you know, kind of makes you happy. And also bear cash. Like, it's a good mixture between the both. Like, I've just been so incredibly fortunate this year that just got so much crazy support on the channel, man, that I've been, you know, I've pretty much done everything. I've ticked off like so much stuff off my bucket list this year, like going out to California, New York Comic-Con, Amsterdam, Dubai. I've been doing some crazy traveling. It's honestly been the best time. Oh, thank you very much, Dylan. I appreciate that. I played Clash Royale. I did for a little bit, but it's not really my thing, if I'm honest. Like, I can definitely appreciate Clash Royale as a pretty badass game. I definitely think it's one of the most like addictive and simply. It's very simple. Well, it's deceptively simple, very much like Marvel Contest of Champions. And I really like the company that make Clash Royale and how they interact and support their community. Like, I've got a huge amount of respect for kind of everything they do. Very similar to Hearthstone as well. Like, Hearthstone, I used to play a lot of Hearthstone. I don't really anymore. I feel like the latest expansion, because I mainly played Arena, like, it really ruined Arena, so I'm not a huge fan of that at all. But in terms of, like, their community and communication with the players, like, Hearthstone, that's pretty good. But I just got a little bit bored of it. Yeah, according to you, who are the top 3 champions released this year? Interesting one to think about for sure. I'd probably say in terms of like, I'll give you a top 3 so far. Probably be Archangel, Iceman, and Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. But there are a lot of really good characters this year for sure. Like there aren't many characters this year that I don't overly like the design of. I think, to name the characters that I'm not really too fond of this year, I didn't really like Kingpin, didn't really like Carnage, didn't really like Punisher 2099, could have been a lot better. King Groot could, comparatively speaking, like King Groot needs a bit of a damage buff, but I like the idea of King Groot in theory. It's just he doesn't scale very well and hits like a bit of a wet noodle. So yeah, King Groot could have been done a little bit better. Who else have we had? Like, I liked Angela, I liked Yondu. I didn't like Nebula, not a fan of Nebula, but that's kind of, it's a little bit of playstyle and a little bit of, like, I don't really see a reason why you'd ever play a Nebula over, like, an Ultron or an Iceman in most double immunity scenarios. Who else didn't I like? Cable could be a little bit better. If Cable had, like, a 20% buff, man, he'd be dope. Just 20% more damage, that'd be fantastic. What else do we have? You see, I pulled a 4-star Mephisto today. If you got Mephisto Awakened, he's a super good defender. If you haven't got him Awakened, then he's like a really good utilities champion. Like, he's a lot on offer in terms of poison, Iceman immunity, what is it, regeneration, can prevent and nullify buffs with his special one at the exchange of souls. So yeah, Mephisto's got quite a bit going for him in terms of tools available. But he's just lacking on the damage. Like, that's the biggest thing, is Mephisto's just a bit of a long champion. Do I love my fans? Yeah, I love some of them, man. For sure. Like, I have an amazing core squad. But, yeah, I think, like, generally, like, I'm not going to say I have a blind love for my fans. Like, I'm not like, my fans are always right, because I don't think that's the right mentality to have. And simultaneously, I want my fans to have this, like, oh, everything that Seaton says, like, don't take my word as gospel. Like, think for yourselves, and, like, if debate points that I make about champions, if there's an alternative perspective that you have, like, I don't want you guys to feel like you always have to agree with me. But if you want to disagree, then, like, you know, bring some good points to the table. If that kind of makes sense, you know? I don't want, like, this mindless, like, you know, like, Jake Paul, like, rice gum love that they have at, like, the very top of YouTube. I don't really see, like, a huge amount of benefit in that. But I like a good, like, relationship, man, with the squad. But again, it's hard, man, because there are so many people out there, for sure. But a lot of the core squad, man, we definitely have some good banter. How do I defeat Thanos? You just got to play pretty damn good at the game, man. 3-star Ghost Rider today. Congrats on that, noob. What do we have? What's that? The biggest mistake is that in the game is every Venom-based champion is in the Cosmic class, but not Agent Venom. They can make any champion any class they want. Like, that doesn't matter a huge amount. The biggest mistake is that a lot of the symbiote-based champions have terrible, terrible base stats and are generally pretty ass characters in comparison to what else is available. Do I think 5-star Ghost Rider is an option for the easy path in LoL? I would say no, just because Ghost Rider's damage output on longer fights is really not great at all. So yeah, I definitely would not advocate bringing a Ghost Rider to Labyrinth of Legends unless you want some 50-minute fights. So yeah, I disagree with your approach on not wanting us to disagree with us. Oh man, I'm totally confused there. But yeah, essentially that's the bottom line, man. I feel like, you know, if I'm ever being a hack, or like if I'm ever like spouting out some bullshit, like I trust that the core squad will call me out on that. Because like I've been watching like the iDubbbz and like Rice Gum drama. I love following a lot of the kind of like mainstream YouTube drama. And like iDubbbz with the content cop absolutely like fucking destroyed Rice Gum. It was insane. Honestly, it's one of the best videos I've ever seen. Even if you're not like super on the ball with the drama, if you enjoy like 30 minutes of somebody just being absolutely fucking roasted and just being called out on their bullshit, it's the best video, absolute best video. And then like Rice Gum's responses were so fucking awful. Like they were absolutely pitiful. And then you had like a bunch of like yes men, like, oh man, like KSI and Keemstar were like, oh, Rice Gum's response is really, really good. And like they're like, oh, it's so bad, man. It's so bad. There's so much like ass licking and like not a lot of logical thinking going up on that tier of YouTube. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to distance myself greatly from that. For sure, man. I totally agree, man. I don't think that... I have not seen a good video about, like... I've seen, like, tweets being like, oh, yeah, Rice Gum's, like, diss track was proper sick. It wasn't sick. It had some terrible points. They were all pretty much playground insults. So, yeah, I was not a huge fan of that. But, like, KSI and Keem were like, it's actually quite good, but they haven't actually taken the time to, like, break down the video and explain why it's quite good, because it's not quite good, and they fucking know it. They just want to keep on licking that big old ricey gooch. For sure, man. Rice Gum never takes an L. Dude, he needed to take the L on that. That would have been the right PR move. To do what he did, just, I think has really, really damaged his kind of reputation moving forward. Like, honestly, I really enjoyed when Rice Gum went in with like Alyssa Violet on the Alyssa, what was it, the whole like Jake Paul thing, like the Every Night Sis. That was an absolutely fantastic track. I cannot fault that at all. Like that was friggin' savage. It was so good. But yeah, like aside from that, like I've completely like gone from like thinking like Rice Gum was okay to like being like, this guy's a fucking bellend, man. Absolutely, just so unself-aware, for sure. That's cool, man. Ash, you can totally disagree, man. But you know, if like I just have yet to see a good video kind of breaking it down, for sure, man. That's the point of Rice Gum's diss track. They are meant to be funny and playground insults. Yeah, but they're just not. It's just really cringeworthy, man. It's really, really cringeworthy. He got totally called out for all this stuff, and then he just parody, you know. It's like a parody of him. It's like he's trying to do a parody of himself. But simultaneously, it's just so unfunny, man. It's so painful. And then, like, watching, like, iDubbbz's, like, content deputy, he's, like, surrounded by this massive group of yes men that are just agreeing to everything that he says. And it's like, oh, it's the worst, man. It's the worst. Thing is, iDubbbz is helping Rice Gum. Now more people know him. I wouldn't say so. Like, I mean, it's not really. I wouldn't say it's like the scenario of like all good. I don't think like all press is good press if you spin it in some way. If he had like come out and like took the L and like done like a sincere apology to some of the points made in iDubbbz's video, it would have been a significantly better way to handle it. And then he might have, you know, shaped like the all press as good press in his favor. But now I think a lot of people, you know, myself included, just perceive him as like a giant man-child that like cannot take an L or cannot own up to any form of responsibility for his actions. So yeah, man, I wasn't, just totally lost a lot of respect after that. Hey Seam, what happened to the MCOC mod? How come that guy stopped making videos? I have no idea, man. Absolutely no idea. I think it's the way that they changed, some of the way like data was up, like early, put on the game early, so that he couldn't get the models and full abilities before the patch actually came out. And if he can't get that stuff early, then, you know, there's no point of him like releasing videos if it's on the same day. What does Ricegum have to apologize about? I mean, there's a good like 30-minute video on that on iDubbbz's channel if you'd like to see that for sure. Yeah, like, you know, doing fake giveaways where he's promised like £10,000. What was it? Oh gosh, let me just try and get some of the other points. Like making fun of rape victims and then doing that again in his response video. And what else do we have that we could bring to the surface? I don't know, man. Again, I'm not iDubbbz. I don't have all these points. So if you want the points in a lot more concentrated form, like, man, that content cop and content deputy, fantastic. Oh man. See, and I sold all my champions. Oh, not very good move, man. Oh, guys, I'm going to assume that if you're typing Rices for Life in chat, that you're probably under the age of 14 years old. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on that assumption. But trust, boys, when you grow up, and those kahunas, they drop a little bit, you're going to look back to this moment and be like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm an absolute fucking idiot. Trust me, man. Yeah, but Ash Patel, you need to understand the point of context, my friend. You have to understand the point of context. And I feel like that's something very hard to grasp and perceive. But yeah, man. Well, context isn't really that hard to grasp and perceive, like, at all. It's just poor taste, my friend. It's just poor taste. Iceman or Morningstar? I mean, they're both two very different champions. It's very hard to compare the two. I'd say there are definitely scenarios where Iceman is a better champion, and definitely scenarios where Morningstar is a better champion. Hey, what is up, Stan Lee? Yo, dude. Man, it's such a pleasure to see you on the channel today, man. Is this your first message in chat? Been looking out for you for a bit, my friend. I need to hit you up via the Twitter DMs, man. My DMs, man, they've been pounded after New York Comic Con. Let's go ahead, man, get the Gmail up and have a little bit of a look here. Right. Oh, my boy. Guys, can we have an absolutely massive shout out to your boy Stanley Free in chat, who is the new blubberiest whale of the day, with a $10. So that's like a, sorry, £10. So that's about a $12 super chat there, guys. Can we have some crazy Stanley hype? Can we get a few whales popping off in chat? That would be greatly appreciated for sure. Jake Paul for life, man. I do identify as a Jake Pauler. I'm a massive Jake Pauler for sure. Hey, what is up, Garrett Kane? How's it going? I've been saving my first 5-star, and I have 20,000 shards. Should I go Stark Spidey next month or get 2 basic crystals? It's kind of up to you, man. Like, it's weighing up the gamble. Like, if you go for a featured hero crystal, you know, it's roughly a what is it, like a 20-25% chance to get that champion, 1 in 5, 1 in 4. So, you know, the odds, they're not great, but if it's a god tier champion like Blade or Stark and Aunt Spider-Man, it's somewhat worth the gamble. But again, it's totally up to you, man. I cannot make that decision for yourself. I can just present you with the facts. Yeah, man, you gotta make it for yourself. But I don't know. I feel like it's a good idea to you know, have that glimmer of hope, the chance of getting like a crazy god tier champion. Because if you do get stuck in Aunt Spidey, that could take you through like Labyrinth of Legends first run for sure, and quite a bit. So yeah, for sure. Hey, what is up, Lionel? Hope you're doing well. Sir, do you have a method to get 4 stars? Do you wait 8 seconds or tap? Oh, it's just luck, my friend. When it comes to premiums and features, it's just luck. But you don't want to be opening features, man. Just the premiums that you get, for sure. What was that? I must admit that you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Paul brothers. Like, not their biggest fan, but I can appreciate Logan a lot more than I can appreciate Jake. Like, Logan's he's just the goofy personality, like a lot of energy, man. Like, you know, I like Logan Paul, man, for sure. But again, I don't watch their content on a daily basis. I'm too busy watching like big nerd channels, man, and university lectures and all that kind of stuff. Can I make a video on Classic Ultron? Yeah, at some point. I want to do like a rank up one. Essentially, I'm kind of holding off all rank ups now until I do the Blade Crystal opening, because I'm going to have 5 5-star chat. I'm going to see what I get, because there's a chance that I could not get Blade and get like Stark and Aunt Spider-Man. And if that did happen, then I wouldn't have want to like taken my Ultron up to rank 3, because then I'd be lacking on text T4CC. See, need advice on how to use my 5-star shards. We'll have 75k by the end of the month. Go all out for Stark Spidey on wait, I'll see on 4. I have a Mutant and Science Awakening gems. Or, it depends. I think, you know, this is the general thing for a lot of people that are figuring out what 5-star they want to go for. You've got to decide, what do you need from a 5-star champion? Do you need, like, a champion to do Labyrinth? Do you need one for Alliance War, Alliance Quest? Like, what is your goal at the moment, and which champion is going to help you achieve that goal? So in very simple terms, you need to figure out the answer to that question, and then the champion that you're looking for is going to come to mind immediately. So for me, what I'm looking for is a champion with sustainability and also ability accuracy reduction, which is my friggin' boy Blade, man. He's got so much going for him. Decent damage, infinite regen, which is going to be so stacked up on like a rank 4 champion. It might even, if he is like hype enough, I might even take him as my first like 5-star rank 5 champion over Star-Lord, if I were to get him, that is, which again is a doubtable scenario due to the luck that I've had in the past. Saber, dude, you gotta stop spamming the chat, man. You're gonna get timed out. You deleted all your characters, there's nothing you can do, like, absolutely nothing. If you contact Kabam support, they're gonna be like, guess what, that was a fucking idiot move, like, nothing is gonna happen. So yeah, I can't help you out, my friend. Just gonna have to wipe away the tears and do another account, and this time maybe consider not deleting all of your characters. That's what I'd maybe go for, my friend. Or if you I think even if you're hacked, I'm not too sure that Kabam could do anything, but, you know, maybe chuck a ticket if you were hacked. But if I remember correctly from your messages that I read, you typed, I deleted all my champions. What do? Seat in. So yeah, man, for sure. Seeing how long roughly should I play to get fully formed Mutant T4 Catalyst? So it really depends. Like for T4CC, it's all about how much like Alliance Quest you're doing. Mainly map 5. Like if you want to get like T4CC, you need to do a lot of map 5 stuff and get in a very active alliance. So yeah, you want to get like a solid roster of an AQ team that's going to get you through like map 5 at 440, and then find a good alliance, and yeah, just go from there on up for sure. Past all the competition, man. PewDiePie is next. You damn well know it, Andrew. Should I go? Yeah. What if you got Awaken Eye Patreon the featured 5-star? I mean, it's probably, you know, I've had very good luck so far that I feel like it's going to happen. you know, I don't think, even if, like, I get completely shat on in the Blade one, I don't know if I'm going to be that salty. I feel like I can come to terms with it, because, you know, I'm, you know, very much looking at the bigger picture in terms of my luck. Hey, today I had a little bit of luck testing with Archangel and Labyrinth. You one-shot Star-Lord, sometimes I had 8 stacks of Neurotoxin with 5k damage per tick. Damn, man, that's absolutely insane. I think Archangel, for some fights in Labyrinth, Archangel was a friggin' god, but then he has his disadvantages as well, in fights where you can't, like, bleed or poison the opponent, which is, that's quite a few matchups on some of the paths. So yeah, man, it certainly has its pros and cons, for sure. It's again, it's totally up to you, Blade. Sorry, it's totally up to you, Dave. But out of those two characters, it depends what you want, more damage or, you know, a mid, kind of a high tier damage and regen. Any buzz, hype, or rumors about Hela? I didn't hear much about Hela. The only thing I know about Hela is she's got the coolest special free in game, Doug. Like, that is the only little tidbit of info that, like Gabe was saying, that apparently Hela's special free is legitimate. But we're gonna have to see. All the devs seemed increasingly more excited for Gladiator 4 than Hela, because apparently Gladiator 4, you know, he's not going to be a, I think he's going to be a skill champion, don't know that 100%, but that's what it was hinted towards, and also he's going to be a lot different to the 4 that we have at the moment in terms of his playstyle. What's that? Can we get a shout out for my English teacher? His name, he was a veteran and he's a massive nerd. He has all types of Marvel and DC posters. Shout out to Mr. Leonard. There you go, man. Chris, the champion of champions, shouting you out there. He's repping you big time, for sure. Y'all seeing, do character transfers when you change devices? Yeah, all your characters are linked to your Kabam account, which you should have linked almost immediately to the game, because you get a nice package for doing it. So yeah, hey, what is up, Legacy? Dude, I need to send you your friggin', like, NYCC footage. If you could just rip it off my YouTube channel, that'd be amazing. Because to edit it out and send it across, man, it takes bare time. But, like, if you can't do that, man, like, I'll send it across. But if that is within the realm of possibility for you to get sorted, because I wish I had more time, man. But like, I you know, had to make a ton of videos yesterday and then go out. So yeah, man, I'm trying to get you sorted. But if you could rip what you need from YouTube, that'd be fantastic. I just saved up for the 5-star Unstoppable Colossus there, Jackson. So, you know, I'm up at a dilemma between ranking up 5-star Civil Warrior and 5-star Star-Lord. Now, to be fair, neither one is duped. Looking for high prestige because I already have a 4-star Star-Lord Awakened. You know what? I don't think you're going to get that, you know, 5-star Civil Warrior isn't going to be prestige defining, I would assume. Unless he is going to be your top character. And if that's something of real importance, then maybe... I wouldn't rank up a 5-star Civil Warrior, though, until it was, like, right at the bottom of my list, and I had some tech T4CC expiring. So, yeah, I don't know. Civil Warrior's alright. He's okay, but he just, you know, comparatively doesn't have really much going on for him. I think there are higher prestige tech characters than some of the new ones in terms of a 4-star, if you're just looking for that. Like, Stark-Enhanced Spider-Man, I believe, would be higher as a maxed out 4-star. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, man, I've been on that crazy grind since I got back from NYCC for sure. Nightcrawler or Iceman for defense? Depends which node, really. I'd say Nightcrawler is, you know, generally a better character, especially on unstunnable stuff. But Unblockable Special 1, like, a lot of people still struggle dealing with Iceman's SP1. I personally find it quite easy, but especially in, like, tiers, like, that 3 and below, Iceman's pretty annoying to deal with. Maybe the new mystery champion will be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm pretty sure it will be. I mean, that's a very, very solid theory. Yeah, there will be a Blade and Gwenpool comparison video coming out. As soon as we get that Blade. Is it worth to rank 5 dupe Ghost Rider? I do map 5-5 with Ghost Rider, dupe Wolverine, and X23. Yeah, definitely. I've got my Ghost Rider rank 5. I use him quite a bit for map 5, but if I was doing map 6, I would always have Ghost Rider as an auto-include champion. Like, he's by far one of the most reliable and sustainable. I think one of the really interesting things is one team that's going to emerge as one of the best is going to be the team between like, what is it, Blade, Ghost Rider, and Stark and Aunt Spider-Man, because they all have some pretty cool synergies with each other. Like, what is it, Blade prevents Ghost Rider's judgments from failing to trigger, and also, yeah, what benefit does, I think Ghost Rider, yeah, expands Blade's, like, attack increase to all villains as well. And then Stark Enhanced Spider-Man increases the potency of Danger Sense, so I think gives more attack and more ability accuracy reduction. So, like, all those three champions together are honestly going to be one of the best. That's going to be, like, the god-tier Alliance Quest team. It's going to be so, so good. Hey, what is up, Steven Anderson? Dude, thank you so much, man. I really, really do appreciate the super chat there. Let's get a lot of hype for your boy Steven Anderson. Dude, I remember you dropped it, was it you? I'm pretty sure it was you, right? That dropped a $5 super chat right at the start of the stream. Let me just go and have a little bit of a look. So that is now $17.50. But I was also going to say, man, that I'm going to be heading off fairly shortly because I'm so insanely hungry right now. So, yeah, we're going to be heading off the stream in a little bit. Probably like another 5 or so minutes, maybe do a round or two, because I'm kind of getting like that crippling hunger, man. I'm so hungry right now. That Blade Ghost Rider synergy is OP. Yeah, it's so good. It's going to make both of the characters incredibly stacked. So yeah, that's also one of the reasons that I want Blade, is because with Ghost Rider, like, those champions together, man, they're just crazy bonkers. So yeah, I want that. I thought Doctor Strange expanded it to all villains. I think it's Ghost Rider. I think it's like Ghost Rider or Doctor Strange. That's like Mephisto and Dormammu expands to all mystics. I don't remember exactly, but I think that's it. I think that's it. But we'll have to see. Why is the science class so bad? Yeah, it's been a while since we've had new science characters, and I think that's really the big reason why. But Hulk got a really nice revamp. There's definitely some decent characters in science, but I would say there's a lot of ass in science as well. A lot of ass in science, a lot of ass in cosmic. But yeah, those classes definitely need a little bit of love, 100%. But apparently there might be a new science champion coming in December. I think it's been confirmed already. Like, I think the final champion is going to be MODOK. He was on all the promotional stuff at NYCC. Gabe mentioned him on the official Marvel live stream, and he also quoted that, like, MODOK says, "I am science," while not officially confirming it. Like, MODOK apparently says just "I am science" all of the time. But one of the things that I chat with the class dev about is the disparity between, like, classes and, like, what is it, like, tech. Well, I talked about, like, tech loading and having, like, 7 out of the 8 new champions be tech, and how bad that is for people's, like, rank up resources and stuff like that. And one of the things that they're going to try and achieve moving forward is a bit more of a rotation in what characters they're doing, and more carefully planning it out, so that there's not like a 1.5-year drought for a new science champion, which is really absurd. Should I rank 5 either dupe 4-star Star-Lord or Ultron, or save the catalyst for 5-star heroes, as I have none? I would definitely go for the 4-star Star-Lord. Is still a great option to take up the rank 5 Seraph, so yeah, I'd go for that. Plus, you know, you can do Labyrinth of Legends initial clear with a 550 Awakened Star-Lord as a 4-star, if that is something that you want to save up the units to do. Right, let's go in on this Red Hulk. Yeah, Ant-Man is absolutely garbage. Like, there are a lot of science champions that are just so old that they need, like, a huge revisit. Ant-Man actually used to be fairly decent in the days of Willpower. That's the same with a lot of the tank champions. When Willpower used to be a really big thing, like, he was friggin' awesome, but now just sucks. Hey, there we go. Fantastic. Hey, what is up, Kenya? Hope you're doing well. Feel like each year they focus on 2-3 classes. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. So that's what they're trying to move toward, is a bit more of a rotation in that the classes added. Hey, what is up, Matt? Hope you're doing well. Do I consider Mephisto as a game changer / strong champion like Arcane, Iceman, or Hyperion? No, not really. Not a game changer champion. Very annoying for Alliance War defense, but definitely not god tier. He's got some nice utility, but simultaneously, if you think about his utility, there are other champions like Ghost Rider that, you know, in like an ice, I think the big thing is like the Iceman immunity, and like if you have a stacked Mephisto and a stacked Iceman, sorry, a stacked Mephisto and a stacked Ghost Rider, I think for the majority of scenarios you'd much rather take the Ghost Rider to a lot of modes of gameplay. But still, like, Mephisto's okay. He has some really nice utility. Like, it's just a bit of a Swiss Army knife champion. But I'd say Ghost Rider, still better champion in my opinion. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super hungry. I gotta head off. I gotta have food right now. Man, I'm bare munching. So anyway, thank you for an amazing live stream. Massive shout out to Stan Lee, to Steven Anderson. Let's also get our list of super chats today. Backzoominator, ASP Gaming, The Real Deal, Jeff Morgan, Garrett Kane. Guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. We're just about to set a video live from your boy Joel007P, and it's Blade versus Maestro in Act 4. So I'm just going to set that video live now, so that you guys have something fairly quick to watch, just right after this. And yeah, if you haven't already seen some of the Morningstar videos on the channel, we got Bear Morningstar, Bear Blade gameplay. So yeah, just stuff all over the place if you're looking for something to watch this Saturday afternoon. But yeah, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. If you want to check out the new video, the link is in the chat at the moment. Apart from that, take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.